These are some strategies that I use myself that I believe you can add to your own beliefs so you can be happy in basic training and in life. You may ask, why should I listen to you? You may see me in person and think I'm a fraud for making a self-help video when I myself am not happy all the time. And it's true, I'm not. But please, leave a comment telling me who is joyful all the time no matter the circumstances. The author of one of the most influential finance books of all time, Rich Dad Poor Dad, is over $1 billion in debt. The most popular self-help book author of this generation, Mark Manson, straight up says in the book that life is full of suffering, and we need to decide which suffering we would prefer. If you can think of anything to add that can make my strategies better, let me know in the comments. I read every one. Probably the most important idea is to be completely invested in what you are doing. If you are forced to exercise by your instructor, then get the best workout of your life. If you're being taught a lesson on tactics, behave as if you're about to go into the battlefield and perform these same tactics against a real enemy with real bullets. Be completely invested will bring your mind into the current moment. Being invested in the now is good because pain only comes when we do not accept where we are at this instant. The two emotions that are forever present in people is regret and fear. Regret is when something happened in the past we didn't like, and fear is something that we think is going to happen that we do not want. So be completely and utterly focused on what you're doing so that these thoughts never cross your mind. Let the past die at every moment. You don't need it. This comes from the book, The Power of Now. Pick your struggle. No matter what decision you make, there will be suffering. When you are cold, wet, and hungry, you will think to yourself, why did I volunteer to do this? I could be doing something super easy. But in reality, there will always be suffering in any choice you make. It will never be easy. You just need to decide that this is the struggle that you want. Struggles are different from each other, but they are struggles all the same. If you went to college, you would spend long nights awake studying and maybe even have a part-time job just to be able to get through school and not enough time to do anything else. Having a job in retail is way easier than the military, but then you suffer because you may not get the sense of accomplishment that you would feel if you're doing something else. This is from The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Ask yourself the right questions. Your mind is a lot like Google. If you type a question into Google, then it will give you an answer. And not just one, millions of results. If you ask yourself a question, then you will get an answer. Instead of asking yourself, what is the point of doing any of this? You could ask, what can I do now to contribute to my team? Like holding religious service with your platoon, or being in a leadership position, or just carrying the heavy equipment. Helping others and not just thinking about yourself, possibly the most valuable characteristic in basic training. Bringing other people up will bring yourself up with them. From Tony Robbins' book, Awaken the Giant Within. Every battle is won before it is fought. This is from the book, The Art of War, by a Chinese general named Sun Tzu. The author is literally talking about armies and soldiers, but it can be applied to everyday life. If you are defeated before even starting a challenge, then there is no point in even trying. But if you decide that you will win in your mind, then you will win in what you want to do. So many people quit in reception when they meet quitters that are waiting to be processed out, who just talk about how bad training is. They haven't even started training, and the words of another person have already made them quit in their minds. You will be scared, at least sometimes. Just remember that you already decided that you will win. The last idea that I came up with myself is to write down sayings, words of affirmations, or good memories that make you smile in the back of your notebook. In the military, a notebook and pen is part of the uniform, so you will always have it. This picture is what I have in my own notebook. I'm gonna make some more videos about this topic, so stay tuned. But for now, this is everything you need to know about how to be happy in basic training and in life.